The most important post that you can post on social media in order to get people to buy your thing, follow you, and continue to buy your thing over and over and over again, I'm gonna reveal to you. Now today I'm gonna give you the truth. I'm gonna give you the things that I wish someone would have told us 5 years ago. So I encourage you to subscribe because we're gonna give you everything you need. The secrets of actually breaking through in network marketing and affiliate marketing, or breaking through as an entrepreneur. You need these things. So get subscribed, get connected, because I'm going to expose to you the truth that most people are afraid to tell you about in order for you to break through and finally start seeing success in your business. I'm gonna level with you and I'm gonna be completely honest. I know that you want more followers, you want more sales, you want more engagement, you want more people to buy your thing, you want more people to follow you. But here's the reality. You're scared. You're scared. You know why I know you're scared? Because I was scared too. But you have to make the commitment to not be afraid. Why? Because back in 2014, when I started my journey as an online entrepreneur, I tried to fake it. I tried to fake it till I made it. And I tried to make it look like I was full-time. See, I was a network marketer. Maybe you started in network marketing. Maybe that's where you got your start, like me. But here's the deal. I tried to fake it until I make it. I tried to use my inauthenticity in order to make it look like I was successful. And that's the biggest mistake that I ever made, because I didn't make sales that way. But here's the deal. I started getting honest with myself. When I started getting honest with myself and I started getting honest with other people, that's when everything changed. See, the most important post that you could post all week on any social media platform is by far Throwback Thursday. Why? Because I guarantee you the reason that you're not making sales, you're not getting followers, and you're not getting the engagement that you want is because you aren't connecting with people. You're not allowing people to connect with you. But that ends today, because I'm going to share the things that I did wrong. And hopefully you use those things in order so you can do it right. See, back when I started out, all I wanted to do was make an extra $200 just so I could ride my motorcycle on the weekend, just so I could have time to myself. And yes, do we make way more than that today? Of course. But when people hear that when I started my business, I had to borrow $500 from my grandmother, when they know that I was working 70 hours a week, getting up every single night with my son because he was a newborn, but I knew that I did not want to miss any time with him. Why? Because my dad, he sacrificed everything for me. He sacrificed everything so he could provide for me. He sacrificed the baseball games. He sacrificed the events. He sacrificed his health just so he could provide for me. And I vowed that that would never happen in my family. And so when people know that, they follow me. They want to see, where is this guy going? When people know your vision and where you're going, when they know your pain and your struggle, and they know where you've come from, that's when they follow you. That's when they buy from you. So the most important post that you could post all week is by far Throwback Thursday. Give people a chance to hear your background. Give people a chance to hear your story. Give people a chance to hear the things that you did wrong. People know that, you know what, I lost my baseball career because I had a bad attitude. Why am I a successful entrepreneur? Is because the thing that broke down my baseball career is the thing that lifts me up as an entrepreneur. The things that broke down previous relationships are the things today that allow me to craft relationships with people that I would have never met in my life. See, you are afraid to show your pain. But once you release that, once you have gotten to a place where you say, you know what, I'm going to use my pain for good. I'm going to use my pain in a way that others can use it for their good so they don't have to go through the exact same pain. See, every guru that you follow that's having success, A friend of ours, he built his dream house. And, most people, if they showed off what they're building or what they're creating, the cars, the houses, the jets, all that stuff, it looks like they're bragging. But when he built his dream house, every time he posted about his dream house, he shared how he was in foreclosure. He shared what he did while he was in foreclosure. He shared everything, every pain, every struggle, every heartache that he was going through while he was in foreclosure, and he did it anyway. So now when people see this big house that he's building, they can't hate because they can see all the pain. So it's your story. A lot of times we tell our people, make a list. Make a list of all the things that you've overcome in your life, whether it's the depression, whether it's anxiety, whether it's death, whether it's addiction. You share it. Share the things that you're afraid of. Share your skeletons. Why? Because we all have them. We all have things that we're embarrassed about. I used to be embarrassed to tell people, our business hit the fan. And I had to drive Uber for almost 7 months just so I could provide for my family. But that experience taught me everything. That experience, it taught me all the things that I needed to learn in that time of my life. And so when other people tell me, oh, well, I don't have the money, or oh, I don't want to do this, I sacrificed. So when they hear that story on your social media posts, they hear it in your stories, they hear it on videos, all of a sudden, they don't give you objections anymore because they've heard it over and over again. Your team members may have heard it over and over again. So when they ask for your help, they don't give you an excuse because they've heard your story, they've heard your struggle, and they know your vision. So what's the most important social media post that you can post? It's your story. It's the thing that gave you an aha moment. Okay? One of my aha moments, I was sitting I was at work, and I was sitting next to a guy who was 65 years old, and I'm not going to go over the entire story, but I looked at that guy and I was like, man, I make more money than this guy, and he's been with this company longer than me. I will not be 65 doing this. That was my aha moment as an entrepreneur. That's why entrepreneurship is so important to me, because I knew that I could not wither away the next 45 years of my life for something that wasn't going to pay me at the end and give me the quality of life that I knew I deserved, that my family deserved. So you start telling that story every Thursday. You get every time you hop on a video, every time too many people are giving facts. Facts don't sell. Your story is going to sell people. So start telling a better story. Start sharing where your life has been. Start sharing the pain. Start sharing the things that you're afraid of. And I guarantee you this, when you start sharing the things that you're afraid of, you think that people are going to hate on you. Anybody that hates you for sharing your pain, sharing your struggle, sharing your problems, they're not part of your tribe. Don't worry about those people. Okay? The people that embrace you, those are your people. And I guarantee you, 9 out of 10 people that hear your story, hear your struggle, hear where you come from, hear your pain, they're gonna embrace you. I promise. But you can't be afraid anymore. You have to let it go today. Right now, you let it go. The most important thing you can do every week is share your past, share your struggle, share the things, share your skeletons. It's gonna free you, and it's gonna free other people. I promise you. So go out there, make it the best week of your business by finding one thing to share. Finding one thing that you're maybe a little afraid of, one thing that people don't know about you, one thing that, maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Let them know how far you've come, and they'll follow you. Let them know where you're going. A lot of people will say, Ryan, I don't want to share. What if I share my pain? Does it sound like I'm complaining? No, it doesn't sound like you're complaining, because you're going to let people know where you're going. People need a guide, and you're that guide. So yes, do I let people know, hey, you know what? I struggled. I had to scrap together the money. I had to put $500 on a credit card to start my business. I had to borrow $500 from my grandmother to start my business. It's okay. I had to do what I had to do. Sometimes you got to sell some things. Okay? I had to do it. It's okay for you to do it. Let people know, but let people know where you're going. You know why I had to scrap together money? You know why I was okay with borrowing it from my grandmother? Because, you know, I wanted to quit my business hundreds of times, but I didn't, because I knew every time I saw her, she would ask me, how's that business going? And I was like, oh man, I almost quit last week, but I know I didn't, because I didn't want to disappoint you. I didn't want to let you down. And because of that, we've created a multiple six-figure business from home. Guys, share your story, share your struggles, share your pain. Write down the things that you're afraid to share. And I guarantee you that next Facebook Live you do, that next Instagram post, that next thing, you look around at all the gurus out there and they're sharing their pain. Now, some things you may wait till you're out through it, but you got to share. Okay, so some things you may not, you know, my friend that was in foreclosure, he didn't let everybody know that he was in foreclosure while he's in foreclosure. He kept doing the work. But then after he started digging himself out, he always was letting people know where he was going. And then after he kind of dug himself out, that's when he started sharing. You don't want to say, hey, you know, I'm on the phone with a prospect and be like, hey, you know what? I'm in foreclosure right now, but don't worry. You just don't mention it. But after, you gotta continue to share your story. You gotta continue to share the things that you may be a little afraid to share. Because that's what's going to make you relatable. That's what's going to allow people to follow you. That's what's going to create more sales. And that's what's going to help you have less objections, all right? My name is Ryan McMorris. This is Intentional Lifestyle Creators. If you are new to this channel and if you got some value from this video, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to watch one of our other videos that's popping up right here. And I hope that this makes your day. I'll see you next time.